Hello everyone, Giltar here with a Kamen Rider action figure review for Rider Fest. This time we'll be looking at SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Another Agito. Now, Another Agito is my very first SH Figuarts figure, and I actually reviewed this figure several months ago. So what I'm going to be providing this time is a really brief, sort of quick little mini review for this figure. If you want to see more, depth and detail into what this figure offers, I'll just put up an annotation here for my original review for this Another Agito figure. But I'll just head right into the pros and cons of this figure. First of all, I've got several pros. I really like the visual design, the costume design of Another Agito. It's an organic looking Kamen Rider as opposed to the normal Kamen Rider designs which look like people in costumes. What I like about the Another Agito design as well is just the fact that it looks very menacing. The aggressively angled forehead fins or V-fins or crests, the sort of claw-like nails here at the end of the hands, the fingertips, the grasshopper sort of appendages on the forearms and the back of the legs. Overall, just it has a really mean looking appearance. Now adding to that is just the physique. I mean, it looks like a very muscular person here, a muscular creature, I guess a humanoid insect, and that adds to the menacing look. It looks like it could do some serious physical damage. Now, in addition to that, I like how some of this design actually homages earlier Kamen Riders. Like, for example, this is the alternate head sculpt with the bared teeth because the faceplate is moved upwards. It actually, I think, homages Kamen Rider 1 or Kamen Rider Ichigo, which used to bare its sort of teeth before doing a rider kick. Another homage is just these twin mufflers or twin scarves on the back, which I believe can be attributed to V3, which had twin scarves or twin mufflers as part of its costume design. Now, overall, it's just a really great SH Figuarts figure. Some of the design points that I really like is just the fact that it doesn't really have any metal content on the outside, but it feels very dense and heavy, and I'm thinking maybe on the inside of the legs, for example, there might be metal components because it feels very hefty. It feels heavy to the touch. So I'm thinking that there might be internal metal components. So it feels like a very rugged action figure. Another thing I like is just how the shoulder armor components are designed. They're on hinges, and they can go up and down, but it's just the way that they're sculpted and fitted on. They hug the shoulder, they hug the deltoid, so it looks very natural. It doesn't look like it's a separate component until you actually move it around and say, okay, well, now I can see that it's a shoulder pad. So I like this really subtle design point where it's just very well disguised. And I also like the twin scarves, the twin mufflers. The way that they're attached to the back is just via these ball joints, pegs, and you just peg it on and you can move them all around. And the great thing about this is that it gives a sense of movement to this static product, the static action figure. Even though it's standing still, the way that you can move the scarves back, it just, again, gives it a sense of movement. It makes the figure look dynamic even though it's not moving around. And it just has great potential for adding sort of really nice visual touch to your collection here. Now, as far as accessories go, it comes with several hands. It comes with two different heads, one with an open faceplate and one with a closed faceplate. And all the different hands, even though they are only sort of slight variations of each other, of splayed open finger hands, they add extra options for you if you want to display the figure. And people shouldn't underestimate how important it is to have different sort of posed hands to add to the sort of physical communication that you can provide through how you display your figure. Because you can like, for example, when you look at Exceed Gills back there with the clenched fists, with the opened mouth head sculpt, with the arching back, it looks like it's very angry. And if you were to put different types of hands there, it may not have the same impact. So yeah, Another Agito doesn't have the fanciest accessories, but it has a nice assortment, and for me, that's all I really ask for. Just accessories that work with the figure and do something for it, that aren't just arbitrary, things thrown in, and just to make things, look pretty. Now, those are the good points, the pros of the figure. The cons, well, I only really have one con of Another Agito, and it's the same con I have for every SH Figuarts figure, which is the relatively high price of the product. It's fairly expensive, so really I can only recommend this to people who have the money to spend, but also have an interest in the character, in the design, and basically in Kamen Rider. I think because of Another Agito's fairly unique design, most people who are Kamen Rider fans and who also collect Kamen Rider action figures, you should definitely pick up Another Agito. It's just a really interesting part of the collection. It's something that I think really sort of adds variety to any other Kamen Rider collection, because most of your Kamen Rider designs, not that they're all alike, but they come from a similar design sort of direction. Another Agito and even Gills and Exceed Gills offer something a little different in comparison to the traditional Kamen Rider designs. So this has been my sort of quick review on this very, very cool SH Figuarts action figure. I hope you guys are enjoying Rider Fest so far. I know I'm enjoying this event, this collaboration. I really like seeing the content that people are providing. Some really great stuff coming up now, and yeah, I just can't wait to see what else will be coming up in the next several weeks. So as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and got something out of it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next video.